Dear students, welcome and thank you for tuning in. We are starting a new lecture in the product design development class, and this lecture is about industrial design and design for environment. Sometimes you can feel that these two topics might be conflicting and pulling strings in different directions, but we're going to put things together and try to accommodate and understand the needs from each side. Start, we need to understand the three design challenges that any product is facing. If you look at the chart on the screen, you can see that people desire specific outcomes from a particular product, and that's the desirables, and this is what we identify in customer needs. The other challenge comes from business point of view, which is the viability of the product. If we designed and developed a product, will it sell? Is it going to be making profit for the company or the team that is making it? And one of the things that we keep in mind is the three S's: the structure of your team. Would it be, working properly? The other S is sustainability. Are you going to, be able to produce large quantities of the product and to keep feeding money for your system and for your company to continue working for a long time? And the third S is scalability. If you have a lot of demand, can you increase the capacity of production and reduce it depending on the demand? The viability is an important aspect in designing, developing any product, and it should be, carefully considered. We talked a little bit about it when we did the product testing. We were able to identify how many, people will buy our product, but we're going to discuss this in more details in the coming lectures and to build a business plan. So viability is important. And the other challenge is a technical challenge, which is the feasibility of our product. After we design it, can we produce it on a larger scale, the manufacturing, also the distribution. So all these technical aspects as well as the desired metrics. So if we have an idea, can we implement it and can it be successfully performing the functions that we wanted to do? All these three stakeholders are going to be imposing a lot of strains on our design. So you need to understand what does each group want from the design itself. The ideal situation is to be in the intersection between the three circles where your product and design is able to address the desirable needs of the customers and the viability of the business, as well as the feasibility of the technical aspects. This here in the middle where we want to be, when we design and develop our products. So this is just an idea about how we are trying to put things together now for our product and our design. We have to classify products and designs into two categories. If we are looking from the industrial point of view, and also for design for industry and design for environment. So we have two classifications. One of them is technology driven and the other one is user driven. The technology driven is based on the value of its technology. So value is based on the technology itself and what values this technology can provide for us, as well as its technical performance. And we're going to talk about some examples. User driven in products, the value is on the functionality of its interface. So you might have a lot of similar products in the market, but you've designed a product that is much more, the interface of it is much more appealing and also aesthetically appealing, which is the appearance of the product itself. So for the user-driven product, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. A product can already exist, and all what you need is just to improve its interface or its appearance. And that's it's a big market. And the other thing is the high degree of user interaction. So it has a high degree of user interaction with the product, and it does not depend on the performance per se, but it depend on how how easy it is for the user to be able to use it and perform the task. So we need to understand the differences between the two, because this will help us in moving forward. And this is a schematic that shows us some examples about in which we will be able to identify and distinguish between technical driven versus user driven. So if you go to the technical driven to the left of the screen, you can see that you have technology driven. So you have supercomputer, you need them very fast, high storage capacity, so it's the performance of it. And some supercomputers, they use optical fibers in their light in their communications. So it's just the technology, how the technology is performing, and what are the capabilities, the technical capabilities of the product. Hard disk drives, the more capacity that they can store, and also how the size of that, all about performance when it comes to technology driven product, and that's performance and functionality. On the other side of the spectrum, you can look at the user driven product, and the simplest one is the office chair. We have a lot of chairs available, and you need something that is user friendly, easy to use for your application, and it's also appealing, aesthetically appealing. So you might have it, an office chair for a table that is a long table or a short table in a big office or a small office, a moving office chair versus static office chair. So all of these things depends on the user interface and the product aesthetics. If you like the colors, if you like the design, so all of these are important in the user-driven products. You need to identify which of those, or where does your product and that you're working on is located on this spectrum. This is very important when we look at the design for industry and design for environment, because each of these has its own influence on the design. Thank you for watching this video, and I will continue discussing design for industrial design and design for environment in the coming video. Thank you for watching. Until the next video. Bye.